Boy, you're learning all kinds of stuff today. Let me tell you. And so am I, by the way. Do I do this every day? No, I don't. But once you start doing a few things on your own, you'll get the hang of stuff like this. And so I got to make that tight. Got to make it tight up along there. I probably don't have to have that much cable go through there. I can make that a little bit smaller. My goodness. You know, something like that. I think I can do that. You see? I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it like that. I'm gonna wrap this all on there. Just around. I don't even have to do anything up at the top of that because I'm pulling that through, right?
The thing is,
it'll go. We're gonna try it. Hey.
our conduit is going to be out of there,
Yeah. We'll get it.
which I think is okay.
Yeah. Okay. There, just like that.
Because once you get that,
Now I can pull that
I
through.
you can pull this.
And fish it through.
You can pull this now.
Okay, hold on, because see, you're at an angle. I don't think you're gonna be able to
You
do
want
it.
to be able to pull it like this.
I'm gonna have to get over on that end.
Pull it on a 180. I mean, I pull it on a straight through.
You see how I got that?
Yeah.
I got that dangled like that.
You
When I
want to
pull that,
straight through. You're doing it.
like that.
Yeah, let me get on here.
No, I don't want you down there. Okay. Now see, I can push that a little bit, like that, and then on the other end pull a little bit. Okay, hold on, Dad.
Got it?
Okay, you're pulling?
No.
Oh.
How about now?
Okay, easy. Okay, pull. Okay,
Stand
hold on.
stuck.
Wait. Getting the full effect of this here. Here we are.
It's not moving.
I know. I see. That's because you're at an angle.
You're going to have to pull it straight
Yeah.
through.
So I'm gonna have to
You have to pull it straight.
reach through there. Dude.
Huh?
Oh, here it is. Right here.
Why is it tight now?
There. Got it.
I can push it while you pull.
I don't have to go very much further.
Yes, you do.
Well, I can disconnect it off of this wire now, and then I can just pull it by hand.
Well, you want to get the thing so you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
I'll go down there.
I can see that. Here. Hey there. Got that?
No.
And there it is. Okay, now
Is it?
I can undo that tape and figure out where I want the end of that conduit to be. That's the next thing we're gonna do. Hey, man, we didn't have to move this dishwasher after all. I'm loving it.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're ready.
Yes.
Yo!
Yeah.
Our first idea worked.
The things that make Joe and Papa Joe excited nowadays, huh?
Boy, this is something.
Man, I could think of 100 different things that would make me excited when I was younger. But
Yeah,
nowadays, just something like that gives me a
The
rush.
idea worked first. I mean, the first one was the idea.
Yeah. You see, we talked about the idea, we molded over, we thought, hey, what if this, what if that? Sometimes you have to do that on your project. Get a couple different ideas before, you just think, oh, no matter what, hey, the first thing we have to do is pull the dishwasher out. Hey, pull the dishwasher out. And then later on you think, oh man, you know what? I could have fished that
Now
through
let's try to
there.
push this back through.
Then you make all kinds of
Let's try to push
assumptions
some
and justifications that, well, we had to pull the dishwasher out because there's no way anybody could have done that.
Let's
Well,
push the
we
conduit back.
know better, don't we?
Let's push the conduit
No,
back.
no.
You don't want to?
No, I'm gonna disconnect the electrical tape on that little piece of conduit, and then we'll see if we can't shove that through there. But before I do that, I want to figure out exactly how long this conduit is. You know, because I got it plenty long. I cut it plenty long. Remember?
About
All right.
2 foot out.
One step at a time, Pops. Who's in charge now?
You are.
Oh, okay then.
We kept about 2 foot out.
Hey, shh. One thing at a time. We're gonna disconnect that. We're gonna disconnect that.
That's all we need.
That's all we need.
Right there.
Okay.
Everything else needs to be pulled back through there.
Okay. You see, I don't need this conduit this far out, but I pulled it out that far so I could get to it easily to pull this off of here, to pull this tape off. And I can pull the conduit back a little bit. Because see, this conduit does not have to go all the way to our cut-in box, does it? We just have to have enough of this end go into the sheetrock back there. So this is, I know this is way too far, so I can pull it back. But before I do that, I'm just going to leave it right here and try to push this through. You know.
We have enough conduit.
And before I do that, I'm going to take the end of this. I guess I'll strip this back a little bit. Then I can put curly cues on the ends of these wires.
No, I try it without.
Let's say I can take this off about this far. I think I'll do that. Put curly cues and then put some tape on there so that the front can keep going.
I think there'll be too stuffed.
You don't want this to start grabbing in here.
You won't grab.
After
just
ways.
keep pushing.
You want me to just keep pushing
Yes,
just like this?
How far go?
Okay.
Look at it
Okay.
going.
But I need to cut the other end off.
You can do that.
See, it's gumming up already.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. It's just hard to do that. Now, if you had a fish tape, I don't have a fish tape here, but if you had a fish tape, you could run that through your conduit, and then you could loop this over, strip this back, put it on there, and then you could grab the fish tape and pull it back as one person is pushing this way, another person is pulling it. So there's different ways to do that, but see, we only have a ways to go on it, right?
I would
And
say
so,
don't.
one way or another, we'll get it through. Hey, we got this far. There's no turning back now. I'm not pulling that dishwasher out.
I would say don't fold this back.
You know what? Before we get too far with this conduit business, I know I've got to remove this electrical duplex outlet up here. I've got to take this, loosen this up and take that out, put some different fittings up there. Then I'm going to cut this to length, you know, figure out about what I need so I can cut some of this long bit off, you know, and then I'll try shoving the wire back through there on a smaller, you know, a smaller piece. I don't need to run the cable all the way through that, you know what I mean?
You get this.
All right, so one step at a time. Stick with me. Okay, so I've already figured out that outlet is dead now. I turned the breaker off and I double checked that. Now this is the old pigtail for the old garbage disposal. It's going to get replaced. Okay, now all I'm going to do is simply unscrew this and pull this plug out of the wall, okay? I know you know how to do that. Just undo this screw here, like that, okay? And undo the two screws, top and bottom, and pull this out of the wall, out of the junction box there, okay? You can do it. I got this outlet loose now. There's only 2 wires coming in. One's going out, one's coming into the box. The one down at the bottom is the hot, the one going up goes to that wall switch for the garbage disposal. We're going to do away with that. And this one is really not very complicated at all because we only have 2 wires coming in here. And the first thing you do at this point, you just undo the screws on the sides. We're going to get all the wires disconnected off of the outlet, okay? Sometimes they might be plugged into the back. If you got enough room, you could just snip those wires off. You want to do that. In our case, I really don't want to snip the wires off because the cable, the power cable that's coming up is actually pretty short. But, you know, it's got this loop in here. See this loop? I could raise that up higher after I get it disconnected because we're going to put a different fitting on there. We're going to use this same type of cabling. Remember this conduit here, I'm going to cut enough to go from the top of that on down, covering that other piece of Romex, and I'm just going to pooch it into the cabinet right there. So I guess I could snip those wires off. Let's do it. Just going to cut those wires because that top one we're going to do away with. It's hard to work up underneath here. I'm just going to snip this off. I don't want to get too far away from there. Okay, so much for that. Now I might reuse this plug later. We'll see. I got an extra one at the store and I think I'm going to use a different one. Cracks me up. Look at this. They got a ground screw. They got a little ground pigtail wire that goes into the back of this on the neutral side, and they put it into a little hole there, and in their mind they grounded the outlet. And I don't know if that's something that would ground an outlet or not. If you know, let Video Joe know. Now in some instances, you can use a metal box like this with Romex connectors. This is a Romex connector, and they clip that up into the box. There's a 1/2 inch knockout there, and then they screwed that tight. And that's what kind of keeps this wire tight into the box from sliding. Now you can do something like that up in an attic, somewhere where it's not exposed to the public, you know, and then you can make a connection like that. That's how they do that up in the ceilings if you go to a metal box. Okay, you can use Romex connectors or a Romex connector like that to a can light fixture, let's say, something of that nature. All right. But in this instance, we're going to do something different. So for right now, I'm going to undo these 2 screws. It's just a collar, and that'll let me take this out. And then there's a nut in there, and I can loosen that and pull this little Romex connector out. I've got one there, and I've got one up here at the top side. You know, this one right here, I've got to take that one off too. Okay, so that's our next step.